welcome back to our channel. So we started a new thing called Eat and Chill.
Yep.
So we're going to be watching K-dramas, not even only K-dramas, like anything, any dramas
on
movies
Netflix
that we can like review and talk about it while we eat our food. And also thank you to the subscriber who actually gave the idea for this.
We watched Record of Youth when it came out, and we watched episode 1 and 2. So this is a review for those episodes. So episode 1 starts with Hye-Jun.
Yeah, the bodyguard thing.
Yeah, Hye-Jun, he's a security guard. And,
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and he's like, you know, there's celebrities outside, and you know, he's trying to bodyguard someone. And then there's this woman that comes in.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And she's like, I want to see, what's his name? I want to see this guy. I can't remember his name. And she was like, let me in. And he's like, no, you can't go in. He doesn't want anyone to go in. And then he gives her a hint. And this was funny. When he gave her that hint, he was like, oh, I won't be able to stop you if you physically move me out the way. So let me go in.
She went in.
She slapped him so hard. Yeah. She went. She went so hard.
And then he ended up getting in trouble for it.
Yeah.
And got slapped and hit.
Yeah, by the guy.
Now, he goes to his agency trying to like get some compensation or whatever for that, I think. But the agency's trash, so they're not willing to do anything.
He does not pay him, even for his modelling. And he doesn't get him good spots in acting sectors because he doesn't want to act.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, wait. He's a good actor.
Yeah, but his agency doesn't get him any places.
They don't get him anything.
They say the problem is that he doesn't have enough followers on SNS, and he's not that big star like his friend Hae-hyo.
Yeah.
So Hae-hyo is the big star.
Yeah.
He became.
Thanks to his mum.
So it's him.
Thanks to his mum.
Thanks to his mum.
When he finds out what his mum has done, hell is gonna come loose.
I feel like he kind of knows, but he tries to suppress some parts, but he doesn't know fully. Because I remember there's a one scene where he was like, I want this to be my achievements. And she was like, you don't know how much I've done for you.
Like,
he was like, excuse me, what do you mean?
Like, oh, no, nothing. I was like, oh.
How dare she? Anyways, let's just rewind. So, talking about Hye-Jun, he's the main character. His family does not support him in anything that he does. He wants to be a model, but then he wants to do, through modelling, he wants to
get into acting.
Yeah. I think that's the scheme here.
Yeah.
And, however, he has been unsuccessful for 7 years. And I know, for 7 years as a model, and he's just been in the shadows of his friend Hae-hyo and his success.
I think what's sad is that there was a bit of success at one point.
Yes, in the beginning.
It went downhill.
Like, his dad was like, you know, bragging, and then
when after it goes downhill, his brother ends up getting a job. And he's seen it as a family disappointment because he doesn't want to get a job or go to the military.
It was like a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
In here, so we wrote some notes about this. He said being top model was the peak for him. So that's what his dad said, being top model. I think someone said it, he said it was a peak for you. Like, that's the only peak you've had in 7 years. So that's kind of a blow in the face.
Yeah.
It is kind of sad because 7 years comes to almost a decade. So yeah.
And like obviously in that kind of society, they're more family oriented.
Yes.
So they expect him to like get rich and settle down, have a stable job. Like the main thing is stability. And that's what he doesn't have.
That's what the dad is always pushing at him, like,
because
you have to
had to work to pay off the granddad's debt.
Right, then we move on to Jeongha, second main character of the film. She's been a fan for Hye-Jun, main character, Park Bo-gum, for 6 years, I believe. Because 2014 is when his peak was for his modelling career, and that's when she became a fan. And she always calls him my bias. Like, it was so funny when I saw that.
She has a folder, like, which was,
yeah!
I was just like, oh my god.
I was like, me. But then she only had 7. I was like, you need 100 or 1,000. Maybe that's why he's not that popular, so he only has 7 for 7 years. One for every year. I'm sorry, that's really rude. So Hye-Jun, again, is always following Hae-hyo's SNS, and this is what I realized throughout episode 1 and 2. He's just, I feel like he's his best friend. They show this kind of bond between each other. Like,
there is competition.
Yeah, Hae-hyo is always trying to give him spots. Like, can I bring Hye-Jun with me? But he doesn't realize that that's kind of like, it's kind of
demeaning.
Yeah, for Hye-Jun. And so what we found that, what I found when I watched it personally, is that Jun kind of expects
jealousy as well.
Oh no, there's a lot of jealousy, but it's not shown a lot in episode 1 and 2. And there was this part where he says, it's not that money will come in between us, or it's not that money is going to be the problem, it's the fact that we've lost our innocence. And that's what Hye-Jun said. And I was like, oh my god, that's so true, because your innocence is what keeps the good in you, and the selflessness. And if you've lost your innocence, you've kind of gone apart from that. And so moving on, we go to his, if we just skip through, we go to his agency. The lady in the office, Min-jae, she is the blueprint right now, because
honestly,
she literally was like, you better pay him or I am going to, what is the word again?
I said she was going to send like pictures to his wife.
Yeah, no. So what she was going to do is, she already took pictures of the CEO who is cheating on his wife with other women. Like, he's sitting around, getting drunk with them, and she's like, pay him or else I'm sending these pictures to your wife. And so he gets a bit scared. He still doesn't pay him. And I'm just like, are you not scared? So, and she's about to leave the office because this agency's crap. Yeah. And he kind of wants to threaten the CEO, but then he holds himself back and he's like, look, I'm not like you. He doesn't want to. Yeah. And then he runs after Min-jae and he's like, no, I need your help. Like, I need you. But then she says no and she drives off. Yeah. But then what's funny is that later on, you know what happens.
Yeah, that's when we get to episode 2.
Yeah. And then we go to his grandpa, and his grandpa is his only source of comfort, and I found it so emotional. Like, his grandpa is everything. Like, he knows what he's going through. Like, his grandpa understands him the most throughout the family. The mother is kind of helping. Like, she
understands, but at the same time, I feel like she has the same ideas as the dad.
A little bit, because the thing is, she wants the best for Hye-Jun because she believes in him. Even though there's been unsuccess for 7 years, she still believes in him because that's what he wants to do. And she's always said that, I want my kids to do what they want to do, compared to...
And at the same time, it's kind of sad because, like, she's working for the friend's mom, like... So it puts you in a position where the other mom's, like, always, like, bragging about her son, but your son is in the same field, but there's no, like, nothing good that's coming out.
Mother, my son's got this, he's gonna get him.
You want your son to be great at something else if he's not being great at one thing.
Yeah. And so we go meet his father. He's a construction person. He's hurt his back a lot, his shoulders, he has a lot of injuries. So the reason why he's so angry or so disappointed is because he's doing all of this, but his son is doing nothing in his head. Yeah,
it looks like his son is lazing around.
Yeah, and that he's not moving anywhere. And so he uses that anger to lash out on him. Same, his anger towards his grandpa, he uses that to lash out on his son, and that's what's caused a distance between the father and the son. So that's why the grandpa is always like, why don't talk to him like that? And I love the fact that they're in the same room. It's kind of a bit weird, but like, I feel like...
I was like, oh, they're in the same room.
Yeah. Because they're not, again, they live in Hangam-dong.
I feel like them sharing the same room, like, puts them in the same perspective. Like, they know that they're in the same situation. That's why they put together.
But they're uplifting each other.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so we see Hae-hyo's mother, like we said, she bribes agencies. So in the next part, we see her bringing out some bag, presents for the mother. Oh, give this to your mum, or give this to your wife. you know, it's a present from me. And I'm like, So it's the guy, the people that she's bribing is the drama that they're doing. I think it's the director, I'm not sure.
I think it's one of the people that decide whether gets to go or not.
Yeah. So she bribes him, and oh my god, that one scene where she buys his Instagram followers.
I was like,
what? That's
like,
just
wow.
low-key sad.
Yeah. I feel so bad for him because that's so sad. Imagine thinking that you're getting so much success, but it's all bought.
And there's actually a scene where he's on the couch. He lies back. He's like, "Let's do this," because after his friend said, "Oh, look," someone on the phone. I was like, "Oh, look, you have 100 more followers or 100K."
I think it was 3,000 more.
Yeah, 3,000 more, something like that. And he was like, "Yeah, let's do this." He actually believed in himself, and that's so sad because his mother's the one that bought it.
Oh, he's gonna be so mad.
And then we go back to Jeong-ha, and she's in a salon, and she's doing makeup, whatever, and she gets a place to do Hye-Jun's makeup. So she gets to go to the fashion show the next day, which is called Hae-Jun. The fashion show the next day.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, the woman that she's working with.
Oh my god! Wow.
So jarring.
And it's like, she didn't do anything.
She's trying to make her feel guilty because she's better. And she's trying to like say, "Oh, you want to steal my customers and stuff like that." Like, girl, no, you're lazy. You keep on walking off.
No,
You think they're gonna wait for you?
She's rude as well. Even the mother, the snake, was like, "I want her." Like, I thought he'd be like, "I don't want someone so low."
Yeah.
No, even she wanted her because girl ain't doing her job. She's coming up late, and she's not even
halfway. Everything. Girl.
So Hye-Jun is working part-time jobs. He needs to make a living. And I see that, I think he's paying his grandpa money to live a fun life. So he has a job at Subway, and we see like a lot of girls are attracted to him. Oh my god!
Of course it's Subway!
God. Like, can you? Oh my! It's always a.
It's not a Korean drama. There's no Subway though.
So he's like, "Oh my god! Can you just like recommend me something apart?" So when I saw that part, I was like, "Oh, like okay," but he was happy. But the thing is, that's the only part where he's successful, like in terms of like he can attract girls, but he can't keep it because he ain't got the SNS.
That's so sad.
So sad. It's so sad. So so he's working part-time jobs. He also works as a waiter in a meat and alcohol place. So it's like where you just hang around. And he also was popular there. A lot of girls. There were 2 girls who came inside and was like, "We only came here because we saw you. You're very attractive." Blah blah blah. Something you would do. Okay.
No, we.
You.
She's the type to like go, "Oh yeah, let's go eat there."
Shut up.
And I'd be like, "No, let's just go home." It's like, "No."
Yep, we're opposites. Polar opposites. Very opposite. You there, I'm here.
But then, he's only making money through part-time work.
Yeah.
Oh, and also that guy,
manager.
Yeah. Forcing him.
Yeah, he was like, "You shouldn't be wasting your life."
Yeah, but you have to. Yeah, I would be like, "Shut up! Shut up! I don't want to work for you. I don't want to. Like, I'm not gonna live my life doing something I don't want to do."
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
And then we see Hae-hyo's little sister.
My girl, she was like,
she went breaks. And then you guys get in the car. And he's like, "No." And then when she kissed that guy, I was like, "Hold on a minute."
I said pause.
So your friend,
and I don't think they know.
No, they don't know. That's why they drove off.
Shit's about the ceiling. When they find out? Because her mom was also saying that you have to marry someone respectful.
Yeah, someone who's probably rich as well. And
homeboy ain't rich.
He's a photographer, that's it.
I'm not even
he's not professional, yeah. I mean, he is kind of, but not that much.
No one knows him. Did you see how they were talking to him when he was doing the photo shoot for?
Oh my god!
I was like, wow, they're rude.
The guy literally called him out for so many things. That's so annoying. Okay, we're still on episode 1.
Yeah.
Alright, we move on to Jeong-ha, and she does makeup busking. So she goes outside, she does makeup.
She also does YouTube as well.
Yeah, and then she has like a little pork belly party with her friend at her house, and she also tells the girl like you can't rely on people. Like you need to be financially stable yourself.
Definitely.
Before you go sensing out for someone else. That's how she sees life. She emphasized that owning a house gives you a sense of stability. That's what she said. Then we move on to Hye-Jun's mum. Oh, he's got to go to the military.
Oh,
the letter comes through the door.
The letter comes through the door, and obviously he doesn't want to go because he's still waiting for the results of the acting audition.
It's his last chance.
But his dad don't care. Like,
when his dad found out, my goodness, he opened the door.
His dad wants him gone to the military, like, early. And it's kind of sad that his brother is supporting the dad as well, like, shouting at him and stuff. And you're like, the sibling rivalry is there.
No, but his brother's rude.
Very rude. Especially when they were talking to the granddad.
How do you speak to your elders like that? Excuse me?
I was like, that's a bit rude. But yeah. So obviously he's not gonna go, but yeah, like
celebrate him for the brother's first job.
Yeah.
And then they had a fight with Hye-Jun when he came back home, and the mother has a meeting in the toilet with the dad and the brother, which is kind of weird.
Disgusting. Because he was sitting on the seat.
Oh my god, yeah, and he had like a cup of coffee or something.
Ew.
No. And then they were saying, the mother was saying, listen, Hye-Jun needs to make his own decisions, and you guys need to respect that, and you just need to wait because we can't tell him what to do. And then we fast forward and we go to Jeong-ha. She meets Hye-Jun at the fashion show. And my homegirl paused. She was like,
if it was me, I would have been trembling because I would literally mess up his makeup.
No, I wouldn't have messed up the makeup. I would have just looked at his face and been like what she did.
Like,
my girl paused and she was just smiling at him. I was like, wow.
And then
the guy was looking at him like, so where do I go? Do I sit in your seat? Are you my makeup artist? He didn't know. But then he was just looking at her like, why is she looking at me like that?
It was funny as well. And then the other woman, she left again.
Oh my god. Thank you. Ooh.
That was good.
Feel much happier when you eat.
Exactly.
I think she gets hangry.
Oh yeah, I do.
Or irritated. Hungry and irritated. Okay, so last part. The part that I really liked was when the other girl was doing his thing, his face pack. So she was doing Hae-hyo's face pack. And he looks at him and he's like, why don't I get a face pack? And she's like, because your skin be glowing, okay? Your skin is glowing. You don't need it. Like, jealousy. I know.
When I first saw like she wasn't putting on a face mask, I was like for him, because he doesn't know that's his fan. Yeah, he might view it like, oh, my friend is known more, so they want to give him extra treatment.
Yeah. But then
when she said that, I was just like, okay.
Your skin is good. She only needs to put that toner on, you know? And, this is the part where it starts to escalate and the ending comes. So we're towards the end now. Don't worry. So, the stupid colleague, goes, oh, I gotta come back.
As usual. I don't know where she's going to.
Okay, no lie, someone did call her. The woman did call her. But she took her sweet time. So then the guy, Hae-hyo, gets really impatient. He's like, can you do my lips? I need to go because he gets a phone call.
From his mom.
Yes.
To come meet him.
Yeah, why is she calling him? God. She always creates problems. But anyways, it causes them to meet anyways. So, after that, blah blah blah. They're like, oh, you're so cold for not doing his makeup, because she said no. She was like, no, I'm not gonna do it because of the incident before.
Then they were like, are you beefing?
Yeah, I was like,
They were trying to get the tea. They're like backstage tea.
They were like sitting like this.
They're like, oh.
And then she's like, yeah. I was like, She let loose, and then when I was seeing that, I was like, hold on a minute. She wasn't meant to say yeah.
I don't care. I would have sent her history. I would have been like, she's evil. She hates me. She does this, that. I don't care.
She ends up doing his lips because she was like, no, she's a good woman. You know, I'm not backfiring about her. Let me do your lips.
She didn't even get to putting the lipstick on his lip. All she did was a brush.
Yeah, she was like,
she comes back mad.
And then she's like, what did I tell you about touching my clients?
I said I was gonna embarrass you publicly.
So she did. The little cow did it, and so she stood there. Imagine your favorite person in the whole freaking wide world,
it's like
standing there or sitting there.
It's like me meeting Kai, and then
and someone gets rude to you.
This girl goes,
I
told you I will embarrass you if you do this again. That you're stealing. I would have been like, I've been built so many times. Don't know what to believe. I wouldn't have been able to look at him in the eye because I would have been shaking. I would have been so close to tears.
As soon as she started to like proper give her attitude and rage, I was sitting there like, girl, you better say something. She didn't say anything because she was so embarrassed.
Obviously, it's two guys as well.
Oh my god, I hate when girls do that. You know when girls embarrass you in front of boys.
Why? You could have said this like another time, not in front of them.
Not in front of this guy, like that.
Especially when they're talking to her and then all of a sudden someone comes shouting and
and they don't know, and
they don't know how to react. And he was gonna defend her.
Yeah.
And she's like, no.
She was like, excuse me, hold up, I'm talking.
I was like, excuse you.
Anyways,
excuse you.
So she runs off, heartbroken, and she sits there on the floor
on her phone, going,
Go on, you say it.
What was she saying again? She was saying something about.
Let me tell you what she did, yeah? Let me image it, yeah?
Sis was going, oh my god. She might as well have put her phone to his face and been like,
I'm your fan.
And then he goes, oh.
So you were my fan the whole time?
And then episode 1 ends then. And I'm like, she better say yes.
Uh-huh.
So episode 2 starts. He asks a question. Are you my fan? Tell me why homegirl said no.
Why she say no, please?
Why?
No, but you know what's worse? She said that she's Hae-hyo's fan. That is worse. His face dropped. He was like,
oh god.
He was like, so why'd you have me on your phone?
And then she was like, oh, on the phone. First of all, if I had a bias, I wouldn't have 2 people on my phone. It would have been just him.
She was like, why am I in the front? Like, it should have been more prominent. She was like, because I didn't have any other thing. I was like,
liar. Someone that has more bookings than he does.
Exactly.
And you don't have any pictures of him.
Lies.
Girl.
Okay. So then Hye-Jun still comforts Jeonga, and that's what I love about this guy.
Yeah.
This guy,
that's when she
he'll put away his feelings, the way he's like feeling, just to comfort someone else.
And he's going through a lot. So.
Yeah, and she even said it to him like, "Wow, you really know how to comfort someone, like make them feel."
And then this is where they start getting friendly, you know. And then he starts strutting his stuff on the runway, you know, like.
So he doesn't. So.
Like he was walking down and she was like.
No, but he was like so straight faced. He was like this.
He was like,
see ya.
Did you see the other models though?
Oh, the guy with the cheekbones. He was nice.
Fine.
Hey. So we look at Hye-Jun. So Hye-Jun's sponsor, that guy is disgusting. Disgusting. He literally, I wanted to vomit. I was watching it. I was like, you are disgusting.
I did not understand why he stared at him like that at first.
I did.
I didn't, because I was actually like, oh, is there something wrong with his face? Because of the cut in his face.
In the beginning, I was like, who's that? Why is he looking at me? But then when he was like, oh, bringing him to his house, I was like,
yeah. As soon as he was like, oh, drive the car, brought him to the house, let's eat food.
I was like,
free? with nothing behind it.
No, not
That's
even that.
sus.
Hye-Jun was like, oh, where's the others? And then when he said that, I was like, oh my god, no,
There ain't no others. It's just you. And it's kind of funny because this actually happens in like entertainment companies a lot. There's a sponsor who really can't find someone to actually spend their life with, so they want to go ruin other people.
But the thing is, yeah, it's so hard to find a sponsor, so to even find a legitimate one is very hard sometimes. That's why you have to ask your managers, but he doesn't have one.
He doesn't have.
He's not part of an agency anymore. He left.
Yeah.
So he's bound to. This is bound to happen to him, which is very sad. To even say that. And then he offers him the sponsor, and he's like, no, because when he finds out, he tried.
Nope.
My guy tried to touch him like this, like this. I was like, I paused the video. I was like, get your dirty little fingers off of him right now.
I was giving him that nice slap, And
then I was like,
boxed him.
Hand him. You know what I mean? Anyways, so then he refuses, obviously, and then we move on and we see that he wants the last shot of his success, but then it fails again when he comes home.
I keep on laughing.
I don't know, it's just so it's so sad though. So then the father gets mad, and then they all fight. Like everyone fights.
Because it's even worse the way he found out. The friend blurted it out.
Oh my god!
Chance to like explain it,
what do you mean the friend blurted it out?
You know the other friend, the one that takes pictures.
Yeah.
He
blurted out that.
He was like, oh, you're gonna have to go to the military anyway.
And I was like, what?
And he literally paused and he turned and he was like, huh? And then that's when he realizes he didn't get the role because his friend hadn't told him yet.
Oh my god.
So that is one of the worst ways to
when
find
they
out.
all fight and Hye-Jun's like, his grandpa comes out, he's like, don't talk about Hye-Jun like this. I can't believe it, blah blah blah. And then the dad brings up his debt and he's like, is that all you can bring up? The debt.
Do you know what the sad bit? The door.
Oh!
When I laughed when it fell.
Yeah.
But the shabby door, it kind of represents their life. How it's
and he gave him his older brother the new door.
The new shiny door.
If like the grandpa said, if you're gonna make a door for someone, you make it for both of us.
Or don't do it at all.
Yes.
Because there's no point. They're both your sons.
My guy was like, we ain't gonna talk to you. And then the door went.
They had to take the door.
When I saw that, I was like,
oh my god.
So how you gonna get out?
Is there a little lap or something that you cool out or something? I don't understand. It's not making sense. And
no, but the sad part when they cry together,
and
they're
you know what's sad?
It nearly got me. I teared up when the grandpa. I can't take it when older people cry.
Yes.
I can't take it like grandpas.
It was so sad when he started crying and he was like, he shares a room with family members, so he can't cry at night. When
oh my god, yeah. He doesn't even say that how his grandpa shouldn't be here. He never says that, but he does say that he needs to cry, but he feels like if he cries, there's someone there that's gonna see him.
Yeah.
So he always goes at night time. He's always awake. He never sleeps. He goes to the roof, and that's where he can just breathe, which is very sad. Right. So then we move on, and we get to see that two leads are getting closer again. Yeah. Jeong-ha, again, she does busking for a lady outside. The lady has really getting bad skin because of the pollution. Bad weather, and so she does makeup for her. The guys go to a game. They go to a football game. They go to a football game, they're getting close, they're friends. So I'm like, okay, hold up. So they do have this kind of close-knit friendship, but then they have the competitive side.
It's when the stuff about the jobs come out. That's when
the drama is the most. But
without it, they're just normal three guys hanging out together, enjoying their youth.
Yeah. A record of youth.
No credits.
So again, like you said, after the game, he found out about the drama, which the mother bribed for him to get. Okay? And he had no cap. He said it in front of him like no man's business. And I was like, excuse me? Do you have no feelings? Anyways, and then they go karaoke. My guy lives it up. He's like, you know what? Forget this. And then he sits down, BTS plug.
I kind of find it weird how all of a sudden he's partying away.
Yeah.
Instead of actually facing the proper issue.
That's what I'm saying. In Korea, I'm not saying in Korea, but I've seen a lot of dramas where they use karaoke as a way to like stress out something through songs, but without saying the things you want to say and frustration.
Yeah.
So I believe when I saw that, I was like, oh, here we go again. Someone who's suppressing their feelings because obviously they can't really tell them how they feel. They don't want to break the friendship.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is really hard. And then he sits down and he's like, oh yeah, these songs, they make me feel, you know, like I should live more. Which is like us. So when I read it, I was like, yeah, me too. Like, I want to live more, you know. And then we go to the bloody home, right? Oh, someone says, he always gets flashbacks, yeah, and I feel so bad for him. You'd never make it on your own. His agency, he got a flashback of his agency, because obviously he's drunk. I think he's drunk. And his agency said, you never make it on your own. Like, you know, you can never do it yourself.
With
you
no
need
strong
me.
Backing.
No, he does not need you. Anyways.
No, not everyone's story is the same, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we go to Min-jae. Lady in the office. I love this woman. She bloody lives in her car. For some reason, but she has a flat. So I'm like, why are you living in your car and then your flat? Like, I don't get it.
She's on the move. She's like, we move, literally.
Yeah, so she's a messy person. When I saw the car, I was like, ew. And then I realised she's living there. And so she calls her best friend, Daniel. She calls him, she's like, hey, Daniel, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I started my own agency.
Yeah.
Out of the blue.
And then he's like, no, because they're talking about Hye-Jun. And he's like, oh, did he leave his company? She's like, oh, no. He moved. And he was like, what? Where did he move? What's the company called? She was like, oh, crap. My girl called it jambon. Looked at a menu in her car and was like, jambon.
And that's the name she decided to go by.
Yeah.
And also, remember his former agency, they said that he retired.
Oh my God.
Because all the jobs that were coming through, he was like, oh no, he's not accepting because he retired.
And that's what I mean, like, he actually got people requesting for him, but then we have these snakes
who don't want to make him successful. Anyway,
moving on. Okay. So she books tickets and flights and everything and hotels for Mr. Hye-Jun.
because obviously you can't afford it. And I was like, book that flight.
Yeah.
Get out of the
So they
country.
go to Milan.
Leave for 3 days.
Exactly.
Be spontaneous.
Exactly.
Waste that money. Okay, no, don't
No
do
waste
that.
of money. Come on.
But
We're running on a budget right
live
now.
your life.
But the reason why she wanted him to go there is to get more, you know,
recognition
for himself and for a company that she wants to start.
Yeah.
So he goes to Milan and he does a fashion show there.
Ooh, he
And
looks fine.
I
though.
know, man.
He was
girl. You know, strutting.
like,
One,
1, 2,
3, 4, turn.
and he was like,
You know?
anyway.
And then we get the home guy again. The home guy. The really bad guy. So Hong Jung, he calls Hye-Jun for another shot at joining his agency. So he gets him again in another room by himself with just them two and
I would have
says,
been scared.
listen, blah, 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 la, 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 la. I want you to be, you know, I told you you never make it on your own. It's been 7 years. Rah, 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 rah. He gives him a load of... Anyways. And again, he refuses because why would you accept that?
Oh! What
I was mad too.
So, you know, like the fashion, the first one was during the fashion show bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they were doing the first fashion show in episode 1. They were all laughing, saying, oh yeah, come hang out with us after we're done.
This is after the fashion show though, what she did.
Yeah. And the girl comes in, the colleague. I'm like, girl, no one's sharing the joke with you. Keep your mouth shut and leave. Then leave.
Peace out.
Why are you laughing? No one told you the joke.
It reminds me of those fake girls.
We know they're fake girls. We know they're type. That they come in laughing even though no one was talking to them.
No one was talking to her. And so when she sat there and she comes walking in, I was like, shut up. Why are you here? And the boys were like, yeah, no.
And then
because there's beef between them.
It happens again when they come to the salon to come like do their makeup and stuff.
That discount. Oh my, it was so cute when he came in. He was like, I came here to get a discount. It was so cute.
And then did you notice when the colleague came in again? Like
I think her name is Jinju or something.
I don't even care what her name is. But like Hye-Jun was like, okay, let's just go. Like, you know, usually like when someone comes in, you're like, oh hi. He's like, okay, let's go get our stuff done.
Yeah.
He didn't even want to talk to her.
Let's go. You know.
And I find that kind of, he knows. And
he's clever. He's clever. And then, so when Jeong-ha takes Hae-hyo to the other side to do his hair, she's like, I'll take you through.
Oh, you're my fan.
He's like, I can't believe you're my fan. Like, you know, I'd never thought that you'd be my fan. And she was like, I'm not your fan.
She said,
first of all, I'm not your fan.
And he was like, oh, like, I think he said something like, why are you joking? Or why
he was like, stop joking. Like, you don't need to be so formal.
She was like, I'm not your fan. Then she goes ahead to say it's Hye-Jun, and he's like, oh. So I feel like that must have been like the first time someone gives Hye-Jun the spotlight instead of him to his face.
And I saw the bitterness. I'm sorry.
He had low.
But he kind of like,
you know,
calmed it down. He want to see.
Because I feel like whenever they both walk around together, he always expects the girls to come to him because he's taller, more popular, has more followings, everything.
Not how she didn't say good looking, but okay. He is good looking.
He is good looking. I forgot that.
Okay. She tells him, let's keep it a secret. See, I don't like this stuff.
Like that.
I don't like. Stop making secrets between people. You don't know. You don't know what these boys are going through. But
say the truth and shame the devil. That's what we say.
Yeah. And then when Hye-Jun says that one quote, that's why I wrote it down. I was like, you and I shine in our own way. When he said that, then I was like, oh, he's doing something. He's doing something. Like
he knows.
And then we find out
he's starting to realize that there's, you know, a bit of a tension between the boys.
Because now that he keeps failing, he was like, he realizes that he gets flashbacks and he realizes you and I just shine in our own way. So then he goes to her shop, he runs to her shop again, and he's like, I need you to do something. Where's your clippers? Hair clippers. He was like, I need you to shave my hair. I want to go to the military.
I was like, no. I said, pause. If you touch that boy's hair,
no, we're fighting. Even she knew. She was like, excuse me.
She was like, no.
I'm about to cut this fine hair.
That's her bias, so I doubt she'll want to cut his hair, send him off to the military, like. Huh? And I kind of find out like he's a new person now. He knows that in order for him to be successful, he has to go to the military first, get that out of the way.
No, but I feel like the turning point was the fact that he realized that them two shine in their own way.
Yeah.
The fact that he is he and he is he.
Yeah.
You know? That's the massive turning point. That's when he realizes maybe I should go to this military. But the only reason why that's in his head is because his father keeps...
Yeah.
And the letter did come. So yeah, that's it for episode 1 and 2. She said how the industry is very hard. It shows the difficulties that Hye-Jun goes through.
I kind of like it, like they're not only showing for like models or actors, they're also showing it for makeup artists as well. Yes. Which is something you don't really see because they're like more behind the scenes kind of thing.
Yeah. But they're seen as like lower as well. Like you don't really need to talk about.
There's a lot of competition in any section in
any industry you go in. It can be like the corner shop. There's still something.
Like they could even be like a hierarchy in like bodyguards and stuff like that, or security. Yeah. Where one is higher than the other, but it's not really shown.
But then he shows that he's very diligent, Hye-Jun. Yeah. Like he's very, very diligent. Like after all those failures of 7 years, my guy, he was like, I'm still gonna be successful. I'm still gonna be successful. And he said, I just want to be a humble star.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
Perfect ending to episode 2.
I'm telling you, I'm so hooked onto this drama right now.
Guys, you need to watch this drama. Like,
I'm hooked.
Keep going.
When I first
for you quitters out there, keep going.
I was like, I'm not sure, you know.
Oh my god, I was like...
But then I saw the cast, so I was like, you know, I have to check it out.
Even when I saw the cast, I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking, I was like, how do I start it? I'm one of those ones, I was like, I can't start it. I need someone to push me.
I really need someone to stay on like any social media or something to be like, this drama is amazing, guys, go watch it.
So we're here to tell you this drama is amazing, guys, go watch it.
Honestly.
Like, I hope you enjoyed that. We'll be doing episode 3 and 4
next week. Yeah. And this is going to be a weekly thing until the series ends. Yeah. And also, if you want us to review any other movies or anything else,
for our Eat and Chill series that we've started. Hope you guys like this Eat and Chill. It's just something simple.
I finished my food so quick.
I know, she's so fast. I have not finished any.
I'm so done. But yeah.
So, we hope you enjoyed this, and if you made it this far, thank you so much. Be sure to subscribe, like and comment.
And also follow us on our social medias at Amy and Rebecca.
And we'll see you soon. Bye!